Old Square Wheels. One morning Henry was feeling miserable. It's so unfair, he complained. Everybody's leaving. Will you be quiet, snapped Neville. I'm trying to get some sleep. I'm sorry, said Henry back. It's just what? Said Dennis crossly. You know we're trying to get some sleep, you know. Well, said Henry crossly, I'm just trying to say something at the moment, he said crossly again. I actually feel sorry for myself with the Duke and Duchess leaving, Spencer being gone, Norman not being on Sodor for a while, and now Frank and Mike are leaving the Sodor Railway to go back to the Alsdale Railway. They're not leaving forever, you know, said Bertram. Maybe they're visiting the Alsdale Railway. You know they'll come back soon, he said, just like the Duke and Duchess. And it's only a matter of time, said Dennis crossly, that used steam engines will be scrapped. All right, that's enough, said Neville. He was beginning to lose patience. Well, I'm saying this, said Dennis, because Norman's gone, he said. Nobody cares about me and him, even the Fat Controller. Yes, he does, said Neville. He cares about all of you, and you and Norman should see that. Dennis took no notice, but then he had something to say until he heard a familiar voice. That's enough now, said an oily voice. It was Diesel. Come on, Dennis, said Diesel. You know the Fat Controllers sent me and Boko to search for Norman. Now come on and don't be late. This made Dennis very cross, and he spoke to Henry. I'll see you around, old Square Wheels, as the turntable turned towards Dennis, and then Dennis was out of his shed, and he and Diesel were off to find Norman. Poor Henry felt very sad. He heard that joke before, and he was sad to hear it again. Oh dear, he groaned. Now nobody understands me. Everyone thinks I'm too miserable, he said, and Henry puffed sadly away, leaving Bertram and Neville for a loss for words. And with that, Henry puffed slowly and sadly out of the sheds for his own work. Later, however, Henry was still miserable. He was still thinking about the Duke and Duchess, Spencer, Norman, and even Mike and Frank, and he was also thinking that he was a square-wheeled engine. Poor Henry couldn't stop worrying. He was about to make his way to the station when he heard someone there coming out of the tunnel was a purple tank engine pulling a vintage coach. Out of the way, said the engine. New visitor coming through, and he raced past by Henry. All right, snapped Henry, without even saying anything polite to the engine. Oh dear, he groaned. Maybe I should have made it to the station before that engine, he said, and Henry puffed away. Later, when Henry arrived at the station and back towards his coaches, he saw the purple engine again. Henry just turned away from him, while the new engine had something polite to say to Henry. I'm sorry about earlier, he said. I was just in a hurry for my passengers. Well, that's all right, said Henry. I'm just up and down, that's all. That's all, he said. Don't worry, said the engine. I know how that feels. My name's Coldy, by the way, he said, and this is my coach called Catherine. And I'm Henry, said Henry, and and he soon told Coldy about how miserable he's been feeling today. Don't worry, said Coldy. I hope what that diesel engine said didn't mean to offend you, he said. Just don't listen to others that might take offence to you because you're getting old, said Coldy nicely. Oh, thank you, Coldy, said Henry. I think I feel much better now, he said. Anyways, what are you doing here? I'm just visiting Sodor for a while, said Coldy, and then Henry figured out something. Why, yes, he said. First, Mike and Frank are visiting the Alsdale Railway and then coming back to Sodor, and now that's exactly what you're doing with Sodor to your own railway, said Henry. If you've met Mike and Frank, said Henry, do tell them to say good luck on coming back to their own railway, said Henry. Well, I've never met Mike and Frank before, said Coldy, but I will tell them that when I have the chance, he said. Thank you, said Henry. What do you say, Coldy, said Henry. Let's go play in the yards for a while. Sure, why not, said Coldy, and with that the two good friends puffed away, leaving both of their coaches behind. And together the two engines pushed even more trucks than they could count, without even realizing they were causing confusion and delay. But then there was trouble. They were enjoying pushing the trucks too fast that they didn't realize that Duke was coming down the line, and then Duke saw the trucks coming in front of him. Duke applied his brakes, but he smashed into the trucks, and they were all in pieces. Duke stopped and looked behind Henry and Coldy. We're sorry, said Coldy. We didn't mean to. Yes, said Henry. We sure didn't. Duke was cross. Out popped out of Duke was the Fat Controller. Henry, what's all this? Henry and Coldy both explained. The Fat Controller was not happy. You will stay in your shed until you are wanted, Henry, said the Fat Controller. As for you, Coldy, I am pleased with your work during your first visit, but not with your behaviour. You will shun trucks until further notice. Yes, sir, said the two engines, and they puffed sadly away. Poor Henry felt like he was old Square Wheels once again, but he was also afraid of being alone at the sheds until further notice too.